Namaste, angels. Thank you for joining, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. This is the daily reading for the period of Friday, October 18th into and through the weekend. And this is Gemini moon. So again, Geminis, it is our first house of self. Any ideas, anything we come up with, anything we start, any projects, they have legs and, they can be very successful. Others of you, it may fall in a different place in your chart, or it will fall in a different place in your chart, depending upon what house. And there are ways for you to look that up and find that out, what it will mean exactly for you. Going to the history, beginning with the year 1009. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem is destroyed by the Fatimid Caliph al-Hakim bi Amar Allah, who hacks the church's foundations down to bedrock. Of course, the year 1009 is equivalent to 19. It's 1009. 1685, French King Louis XIV revokes the Edict of Nantes, canceling rights of French Protestants. 1867, which is 1304, 1111, the Alaska Purchase. The U.S. takes formal possession of Alaska from Russia, having paid $7.2 million for it. 1931, American gangster Al Capone is convicted of tax evasion. In 1962, James Watson of the U.S., Francis Crick of the UK, and Maurice Wilkins, also of the UK. Every divine being should know who these three men are. But on this day, they win the Nobel Prize for Medicine for their work in determining the structure of DNA. But they are also who is credited, particularly Francis Crick, Dr. Francis Crick, with discovering Palladians and the Pallades. Did you know? In a bar decorated with bird tail in Elmsford, New York, a customer requests a glass full of those cocktails from the bartender, Betsy Flanagan. It happened on this day in the year 1776, and I guess thus was the cocktail after that. Famous birthdays: Pierre Trudeau, Martina Navratilova, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He is 58. Famous weddings: 1869, Sardinia King Victor Emmanuel II, who was 49, weds his mistress, Rosa Varsellana, who was 36. They got married in Italy. 1926, Communist revolutionary leader Ho Chi Minh, 36, weds his midwife, Zhang Uxming, who was 21. They got married in Guangzhou. 1952, Latin actress Maria Felix, 38, weds an actor and singer named Jorge Negrete. He was 40. They got married in Mexico. And lastly, 2000, the year 2000, actress Demi Moore, who was 37, divorces actor Bruce Willis, who was 45, due to irreconcilable differences after 13 years of marriage. Famous deaths: Charles Babbage, who by recollection is another scientist and or mathematician. I know the name is familiar. Thomas Edison, another scientist. Bess Truman, a first lady. Let's see if those are all right. Yes, Elizabeth Virginia Wallace, or Bess Truman, was indeed a U.S. First Lady. She was the wife of Harry S. Truman and the First Lady of the United States from 1945 to 1953. She was born on February 13th in the year 1885. A lot of 13s around her. 1885 is also a 13. She got married in Independence, Missouri, USA, and was an Aquarius. She died on October 18th in the year 1982. She was 97 at the time. The cause was congestive heart failure. Interesting. Thomas Edison was an inventor, American. He was a prolific inventor whose discoveries changed the modern way of life. His inventions included the phonograph, the electric light bulb, the electric power industry, and motion pictures. His passion for direct current, or DC, over Westinghouse's alternating current, or AC, resulted in the shameful electrocution of both an elephant and a man. He was born on February 11th, which is another, more interesting numerology. February 11, of course, is 1111. In the year 1847, which is yet another 11, in Milan, Ohio, USA, and was an Aquarius. He died on October 18th in 1931 at the age of 84 of diabetes complications. Of course, 1931 also equals 1111. Charles Babbage was an inventor. Okay, I wasn't wrong either, though. Well, inventor's a scientist, right? Yeah. Plus, he was British, and he was an English polymath, a mathematician, philosopher, inventor, and mechanical engineer. So he was indeed a scientist and a mathematician. He's best remembered for originating the concept of a programmable computer. He was born on December 26th in the year 1791, which equals 99, in London, England, United Kingdom, was a Capricorn. He died on October 18th in 1871 at the age of 79 of renal failure. Going back up to the birthdays, Jean-Claude Van Damme, again, is 58 years old. His full name is Jean-Claude Camille Francois Van Varenberg, and he is an actor, Belgian, and a martial artist, as well as a director. He's best known for his martial arts and action films. He was born on October 18th in 1960 in Brussels, Belgium, and is 58, a rat on the Chinese zodiac and a Libra. Martina Navratilova is a tennis player, or was at least. She's Czech. In her career, she won 18 Grand Slam titles and 31 major women's doubles titles, 10 major mixed doubles titles. She was born on October 18th in 1956 in Prague, Czech Republic, and is 62 years old, a monkey in the Chinese zodiac and a Libra. And lastly, for the birthdays, Pierre Trudeau. Joseph Philippe Pierre Yves Elliott Trudeau was the Prime Minister of Canada and a Canadian. As head of the Liberal Party, he was the Prime Minister of Canada twice, from 1968 to 79, and then again from 1980 to 84. He was a charismatic leader that inspired Trudeau mania in the 1960s. He was born on October 18th, which equals 19, in the year 1919. Isn't that cool? In Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and was a Libra. He died on September 28th in the year 2000 at the age of 80 of Parkinson's disease and prostate cancer. And again, he was the last. Now, we're beginning with the 10 of autumn today. I do think for some it can be about memorializing somebody, remembering somebody, and maybe even inheritance from their passing, or, they left you something. Because I saw the Three of Swords quite a few times, but I didn't feel like it was about now. I felt like it was about the past. And then I ended up with this as the overall energy. And now having picked it up, it's definitely not, all sad or bad, because right behind it also upright is the Nine of Summer. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. And then the Ace of Autumn also upright. You can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or a promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. How are you going to get all that? From some sort of opportunity that comes your way with the Princess of Spring or the Page of Wands, who is energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will bring you and spark fresh and original ideas. The Princess of Spring is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And, we're on our way, but we may, or for our full manifestation of what it is we're trying to bring into our lives, we may need some patience. Stop to take time to review and to make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all of your accomplishments, but you may also need some patience for the next phase to play out. And we may also need to look to our creativity to apply to these opportunities that we're getting. But we earn the abundance that's coming our way. We deserve it. Your most satisfying and profitable career, or really relationship, or anything in your life, comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. Going to the dice, we're beginning with eat cake, no, and sex. Spirit says romantic dinner. Try again. And 29, spiritual partnership. That may be what we're trying again. Maybe again, the Three of Swords showed up 2-3 times as I was shuffling because a past situation was sad, maybe connected to family or relationship, and we need to try again to heal it. Let's see what happens. Spirit says yes. So again, going to the cards, crowning the masculine today is Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot. You can successfully balance various or opposing points of view and energies through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition that you're receiving. So just like I said, you've earned the abundance. This comes to double down on that. Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot, represents the sign of Cancer. It is all about victory, you being in the driver's seat. It could be about transportation or travel, modes of transportation, planes, trains, automobiles, travel, movement, both metaphorical and literal. Surrounding the masculine. Whoa! It is Major Arcana card 10, the Wheel. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. Something all of a sudden gets moving. You can now move forward and make great progress. The Wheel represents planet Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius, like the Page of Wands. Or can also be connected to the fixed signs: Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Masculine subconscious. It is the 7 of spring. Be assertive. Believe in yourself and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. I think that this card had shown up the day prior in the previous reading, but had been crowning the feminine. So it's moved. Now the masculine may have a decision to make and stick to. Crowning the feminine today. Okay, still a very good card. The Queen of Autumn, who is thoughtful, caring, creative, and ingenious. You'll be given advice that's both practical and creative and should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. The Queen of Autumn is a Taurus, again, maybe connected to the Wheel, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Surrounding the feminine. It's another character, the King of Spring, inspiring, dramatic, ambitious, and wise. Now's your moment to step up into a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful as long as you stay focused upon the big picture. The King of Spring is a Leo, again, potentially attached to this wheel, or the planet Jupiter, that energy. Or a Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, or an Aries even, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. It's not even a fire sign at all. That is possible too, but just a leader in the driver's seat, taking charge, being an authority, having received some sort of call to action. And in the feminine subconscious is the Princess of Autumn. Cheerful, reliable, intelligent, and mischievous. A wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion, a scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting or to start a more rewarding and uplifting career. The Princess of Autumn is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, and can be about, going to school or learning something, a new trade, a new trick. Could be like School of Hard Knocks, learning something in life just by life experiences. Crowning. Wow, really awesome energy for the weekend. Major Arcana card 20, renewal or judgment, which is also about abundance that's earned. It's coming our way. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and to make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly brace what's to come. Well, the masculine has already been told he's receiving what he deserves in a positive sense. And he's got the Chariot and the Wheel and now judgment. So definitely some abundance going the way of the masculine. But, us too. And we've got the Queen of Autumn and we've got the Princess of Autumn. So not as strong as this Major Arcana, but we have earned ourselves some abundance as well. Judgment can also be about some sort of second time around, second chance. So maybe connected to the die, try again. Again, in a relationship, maybe we're trying again. Didn't work the first time, but let's see what happens now. Judgment represents the planet Pluto in the sign of Scorpio. It can also mean in terms of relationships that we've come to some sort of crossroad and we needed to decide where do we go from here, if anywhere. Some of us are going to go all the way For some, it's the end of the road. We're not going any further. And for some, we'll meet somewhere in the middle. But at the foundation, the four of spring, so our joy, our happiness, maybe even like cohabitation, it's time to kick back, to relax, and to celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. And at the heart of the matter, it's another four, but not really one of my favorites. The four of autumn. Be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you're spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building up walls that keep people out. Somebody needs to let go of some sort of person, place, or thing. A relationship, could be just negative emotions, holding on to the past, holding on to negativity, that's potentially going to drag you down. And there's so much that you need to be reaching up towards, so much that's out there for you that's positive, that you really, this, if anything's trying to keep you back, it's just like negative energy, because people, sometimes don't want to see us win. And the demon or dark energy doesn't want us to win, doesn't want to see us win. So you can't let it pull you down, can't let it lower your vibration. You got to stay up, because a lot of wonderful things are waiting for you. Further advice to the masculine. This abundance into which you're coming could have something to do with some sort of government agency or some sort of authority. So maybe you get awarded this in court. Maybe something having to do with a car or other vehicle or travel. Maybe he had been in a car accident or something and you're waiting for the decision. You're about to get some money. It's positive, but major arcana card 4, the Emperor, can also be about you, perhaps being a father or a father figure or an authority, or something having to do with your own father, a married man, a divorcee, a widower, somebody with children. All of these are things that come up for me with major arcana card 4, the Emperor. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, maybe a new position at work where you're a supervisor or a manager. You have so much wisdom to offer. The Emperor represents the planet Mars and the signs of Aries and Scorpio. And lastly, for the feminine, everything's turning up roses. Like I said, the 6 of winter, and this can be about travel too, just like the Chariot can. So maybe we're visiting people, we're revisiting situations, circumstances, reconsidering, again, second time around. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let go of the past. Remember I said that? Like this 4 of autumn definitely came up for me as holding on to the past. So let go of that, embrace the happier times ahead, because as I mentioned, some really awesome stuff is awaiting us. Hope you guys have enjoyed the daily. I will be back with what else I have. I've already done the weekly love reading and the weekly general, so we should have no delays in getting those up to you. In addition, I got to start working on the astrological reading, so I will be back in some capacity very soon. Thanks again. Namaste.